Rule number 1, never take your eye off your opponent.
Hey, thanks for joining us today at CBR. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is rife with heroes who have pushed well beyond their limits time and again to take down various threats. The MCU has withheld some of these powers, either for future installments or to avoid overpowering their heroes, but it doesn't mean these powers aren't already a part of the characters. In the comics, the Odinforce is Asgardian King Odin's unrivaled power. Once Odin passes on, the Odinforce travels through his children, from eldest to youngest, imbuing them with powers that none have ever seen. When it's Thor's time to receive the powers, they amplify every aspect of his ability, including imbuing others with power. In Thor: Love and Thunder, when confronting Gore the God Butcher at the Gates of Eternity, Thor is able to deliver a fraction of his powers to individuals helping to stop the villain. It remains to be seen whether Thor will tap into his full potential as wielder of Odinforce, but it will certainly be interesting if he does in the MCU. Sam Wilson, heir to the Captain America mantle, eventually acquires superhuman abilities in Marvel Comics. In one particular storyline, Wilson develops the ability to see through the eyes of birds, enhancing his surveillance to wherever they fly. Wilson is already a superb tactician, a soldier who will do whatever it takes to get the job done, but with enhanced abilities, he is a nearly omnipotent observer who can plan moves well in advance of his opponents. The MCU gives Wilson an abundance of technologically advanced equipment, but it remains to be seen whether he will acquire otherworldly abilities or will utilize some of the gear that will push him past what we've seen so far. That said, his greatest asset is his strong will, which gives him the ability, powers or not, to forge ahead against uncertainty and do what's right. Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch, one of the most powerful individuals in the MCU, with abilities including telekinesis and the ability to dole out powerful blasts of energy. There are few things she can't do. These abilities are just a sample of the chaos magic at her core, which, when untamed, can lead to certain catastrophe. While the Marvel Cinematic Universe does make mention of the untamable side of Wanda's powers, the full array has yet to be seen. Future installments could also deal with her telepathic potential, which rivals Professor X. In some instances, Wanda has been able to manipulate matter on a cellular level, which doesn't bode well for anyone opposing her. Even without the ability to destroy matter, she could push further into reality warping and manipulate perception on a scale yet to be seen. Ant-Man Scott Lang isn't powerless, but without the suit that allows him to change size at will, he has to rely on his street-smart savvy and skills as a former thief. The MCU could also eventually address what happens when he utilizes Pym particles within his suit, or even if they mingle within his DNA. Pym particles, the stuff of the universe beyond the visible, have only been explored to a certain extent within the MCU. Eventually, let's say Lang finds a way to harness the limitless potential of the particles, then he could even teleport or just adjust his size not through his suit, but through his own will. This could come in handy for battles down the road. Natasha Romanoff's Black Widow is one of the characters who doesn't have any superpowers at all. Instead, she relies on her razor-sharp instincts, agility, and tactical prowess to assess and take down various threats. In the MCU, Black Widow's rigorous training in her youth are shown at various times, but no mention is made of super enhancements. Given that Avengers Endgame is a pretty certain fate for the character, it remains to be seen if she will return, as these characters sometimes do even after a death. In the event that Black Widow does come back from death, maybe she'll bring new powers along with her from the other side. Shang-Chi is an adept martial artist holding the power of the 10 Rings. Unlike his MCU counterpart, who has only had one dedicated appearance thus far, the comic book version of the character develops a more stable rapport with his abilities. Between superhuman strength, speed, stamina, and an ability to take a beating, Shang-Chi is a formidable hero. But his sole MCU appearance thus far shows that he has yet to tap into his full potential. Eventually, he will likely have the ability to summon portals, and when the rings are providing too much pyrotechnical power, he can rely more on his training as a martial artist. Let us know which of your favorite yet-to-be-seen powers you want to see in the MCU. Remember to hit subscribe on your way out. Thanks for joining us at CBR. Until next time.